Tech companies are running, not just walking, not casually changing gears, but sprinting toward private equity like their survival depends on it. And truth be told, it often does. The harsh reality is brutal. The old ways of raising capital, chasing endless rounds of venture funding, burning cash to chase growth at all costs, they're collapsing. For many, it's a fast track to extinction. The market has shifted under their feet. Unrelenting pressure from public markets demanding profit yesterday, not someday. Investors are now ruthless, hungry not for gimmicks or hype, but for real operational excellence, for sustainable value baked into the core. This isn't the playground for unicorn dreams anymore. It's war out there, a war that tech companies can't afford to lose. When the lights go dim on venture, private equity steps out of the shadows, quietly powerful, deeply experienced, lethal in their discipline. This is the safe harbor for companies that refuse to fall apart amid chaos. But the real magic is that private equity offers more than cash. It brings a mindset reset, a stable hand amid storms, a blueprint for real transformation. It's not about empty promises of growth. It's about accountability, structural rebirth, and ruthless focus. The kinds of things venture capitalists rarely deliver, because their game is built on momentum, not endurance. Tech leaders today are feeling the burning heat of multiple crises. The relentless demand for growth has pushed companies to breakneck speed. But with speed often comes burnout, lack of operational control, and shaky profitability. CEOs and founders wake up sweating, haunted by questions that don't fade. How do I build a business that can thrive, not just survive? How do I break the cycle of boom and bust? How do I keep my team together when the pressure feels unbearable? That pressure isn't just financial, it's deeply personal, a crisis of identity and purpose. Too many tech leaders are trapped in a mirage of progress, chasing the future while sinking under the weight of the present. Private equity understands that pain intimately. But it doesn't just sympathize, it acts. It hands these companies a new playbook, one forged from years in the trenches, focused on operational rigor, strategic discipline, and value creation. Private equity firms bring in proven operators who know how to fix broken growth engines, slash inefficiency, and unlock hidden potential. They don't buy dreams, they buy businesses ready to be rebuilt from the ground up. For tech companies, this means shedding the flashy growth at all costs mentality in exchange for scaled, repeatable, profitable growth. The shift is seismic. When tech companies enter private equity's orbit, something radical happens. The illusion of endless runway vanishes, replaced by gritty reality. It's not a death sentence, it's a rebirth. Cash flows become the heartbeat of the business, margins the new gospel. Growth targets get realistic, grounded in deep market understanding and internal capabilities. The frantic scramble to please a fickle market softens into a strategic march toward sustainable success. And for leaders who stay the course, the rewards are enormous, built to last, resistant to shocks, and aligned with real value creation. But here's the core secret. It's not just about money or metrics. It's about a profound shift in identity and leadership. Private equity demands the rarest quality of all, relentless discipline. This means CEOs and management teams must step up, shedding ego and embracing accountability. It means embracing tough decisions, restructuring painfully necessary parts of the business, and focusing unflinchingly on the levers that move the needle. For many, this is the crucible where greatness is forged or broken. If this sounds daunting, it should. Because true transformation never comes easy. Yet, for those ready to confront the harsh truths, private equity offers a path out of the chaos, toward mastery over their own destiny. This isn't about following the crowd. It's about rewriting the rules on their own terms, becoming the rare few who redefine what a tech company can be when it's unshackled from short-term mania and investor hype. Imagine what this looks like in practice. A tech company that used to rely on endless venture capital to fund growth is now generating cash that funds innovation. The leadership team, once reactive and scattered, now operates like a finely tuned machine. Every decision aligned with long-term value, every cost scrutinized and optimized. They know where their profits come from, and the team is not chasing vanity metrics, but meaningful impact. Employees who once felt adrift now have clarity and purpose. The company feels solid, real, alive, in a way it never did during the endless funding rounds. Even more powerful, private equity brings connections, networks, and wisdom that are often invisible to those trapped in the venture world's echo chamber. These aren't just capital providers, they are architects of growth. They know how to build bridges to customers, partners, and markets with laser precision. They bring operational playbooks refined over decades that can accelerate growth 2x, 3x, even 5x faster than before, but on firm strategic foundations. The scars from past battles make them fearless when it comes to shaking up the status quo and demanding excellence. This relentless focus on operational turnaround and value creation explains why tech companies are fleeing venture funding and embracing private equity. Venture capital is still about the flashy promise. Private equity is about the gritty reality. And reality, hard as it often is, wins every time in the end. Private equity introduces a discipline that reclaims the company's story from the pressure cooker of hype and transforms it into a clear narrative of strength, resilience, and sustainable success. So, what's the path forward for tech leaders? First, embrace the uncomfortable truth. The old ways no longer work. Growth at all costs is a myth that destroys value. Second, cultivate a mindset shift. Move from growth obsession to disciplined value creation. This means mastering operational fundamentals, building robust cash flow models, and demanding accountability from every inch of the business. Third, seek partnerships not just for money, but for transformation. Private equity isn't a last resort. It's a strategic ally with the tools and experience to help rebuild the company better than ever. Fourth, leverage private equity's networks to unlock new customer channels, markets, and operational efficiencies that venture capital can't match. Fifth, build a leadership culture steeped in discipline, clarity, and long-term thinking, where tough decisions set the stage for breakthrough success. There's a fire burning beneath the surface in every leader who watches this, an unspoken hunger to transcend the comfort zone and break the shackles of outdated systems. This is the moment to stop pretending the rules of the past apply, and instead embrace a new reality where power isn't given. It's forged through relentless discipline and aligned partnerships. Private equity offers that forge. It doesn't promise easy street, but it guarantees the tools to build something real, something enduring. In this moment, when the tech world feels fractured between soaring ambitions and crushing financial realities, the move toward private equity isn't just an option. It's a revolution in how companies grow, survive, and thrive. The companies brave enough to make this leap aren't just seeking cash. They're stepping into a new identity, one where operational mastery fuels growth, where discipline breeds innovation, and where real, lasting success finally becomes attainable. For those leaders and founders who feel the deep, aching tension of unfulfilled potential, the uncertainty of endless capital raises, and the loneliness of misaligned visions, hear this clearly. Private equity isn't the exit. It's the entrance to a new beginning. A start line for companies built to last, built to create, built to change the game forever. This is the moment to stand up, pull the trigger on transformation, and claim the future by becoming exactly what the disrupted tech ecosystem demands: fierce, focused, and fundamentally reinvented. Private equity doesn't just save companies, it awakens them. And in that awakening lies the possibility not only to survive, but to dominate in the chaos of today and the uncertainty of tomorrow. The tech world is changing fast, and those who don't change with it will be left behind. The question is, will leaders stay trapped in outdated models chasing ashes? Or will they rise, relentless and disciplined, forging new paradigms through private equity partnerships and operational mastery? The answer lies in embracing the uncomfortable but essential truth that the future belongs to those who master themselves, their business, and their strategy with precision and unyielding commitment. Now is the time. The stakes have never been higher. For tech companies, private equity isn't just a destination. It's a declaration of independence from chaos, a battle cry that echoes through boardrooms and innovation labs alike. A signal that the era of reckless growth is over. The era of sustainable dominance begins. Breathe that in. Feel that fire. The game has changed, and the arena belongs to those who outlast, outwork, and outsmart the rest. Private equity is the weapon. Discipline is the shield. Together, they forge a future no one else dares to imagine. This isn't just finance. It's survival. It's freedom. It's power. And it's the ultimate choice every tech leader faces right now.